Hello everyone, this is Joel Davis with the United Medical Transportation Providers Group, and you are thebroker.com, helping you to build a highly effective and highly profitable broker business. Coming at you with a very unique question that, I'm just going to start by reading it and we'll take it from there. This is interesting. It is from Sharon. She writes, "Hi Joel, I have been following you for probably 1.5 years to 2 years, watching all your videos and reading your newsletters. I know I've been dragging my feet for quite some time, but honestly, your recent videos with the 2 women have kind of pushed me over the edge into taking action because I can totally relate to their situation. I have been wanting to move forward and start my own business. I have shared much of your information with my husband, but he tends to be very pessimistic, saying you are just trying to sell get-rich-quick stuff online. Please don't take it personally because he says that about pretty much everything sold online, but my hope is you might be able to offer some thoughts that might convince him so he can move forward and so we can move forward and invest in your coaching program and get started. Wishing you the best, Sharon." Sharon, that is a very, very deep situation. The last thing I want to do is get between you and your hubby. As a biblical capitalist, I firmly believe God comes first in the marriage, then your kiddies, then business. But ironically enough, the business funds it all. So I don't want to play part-time marriage counselor here at all, but let me speak to your husband. And what I would tell your husband if he's watching this, first and foremost, if you think I'm just selling a get-rich-quick scheme, let me be abundantly clear. Starting your own medical transportation business or home care or courier business or broker business, whatever it is that you guys, whatever resource you guys are considering investing in, whatever strategy or venue you're looking to pursue with me, I can assure you it is not get rich quick. If you're not willing to work, this is not for you. If you think this is any business that I'm involved in with you, if you think it's going to be a set it and forget it and go collect your checks out there at the front mailbox, you're crazy. It's never going to happen. So like you, Mr. Hubby, Sharon, you don't mention his name. So Mr. Hubby, if you're watching this, I can assure you anything I'm working with you on, it requires that keyword work. If you're not willing to work, no success. So number one, I'm not trying to sell you any type of a get-rich-quick scheme or any type of online snake oil. I would tell you to study all of my videos, all my free stuff online, learn as much as you possibly can, listen to others. Hopefully that will give you some degree of reassurance and testimony that this is a legitimate opportunity. But deeper than that, if you don't take my word for it that this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, if you're not willing to watch some of my videos and get some of the testimonials from other people who are not paid actors and they didn't stay at the Holiday Inn Express last night, so they're not acting like anything, if you don't believe into that, then my thought process and my question is there a deeper issue? I.e., is it your ego getting in your way? Is it a control issue? And I'm just speculating here, so don't, if you're watching this, please don't get the cyber muscles and try being a tough guy or take offense and you're gonna start swinging on me. I make love, not war. So be cool, relax the cyber muscles. The reason I mention that to you is because, trust me, I've encountered this plenty of times before. And I'm not trying to be sexist and say it's always the male, because there's plenty of times where men have reached out to me and their wife and significant other has kind of been the pessimistic person, the pessimistic voice in the relationship. So it's not always the male that's doing it. But Mr. Hubby, Sharon's Mr. Hubby, if you're watching this, I would encourage you to just evaluate. Is this just a personal ego type thing? Because I have had issues before where women have wanted to invest in this stuff and the man ends up getting jealous because, for whatever reason, maybe they're jealous because of that the woman is the wife, the girlfriend, the fiance is wanting to go off and do something unique versus get a regular job or stay home and do something, but they want to be courageous and pursue their own entrepreneurial spirit and endeavors. So ask yourself, is it a degree of jealousy because maybe she has a little bit more chutzpah than you? I don't know. I'm just speculating. But again, if you are convinced now that my material and working with me is not a get-rich-quick scheme, B, if you are convinced at that point in time that I'm not selling a snake oil, that even other people by them making video testimonials and writing in testimonials substantiates that this is credible and real life stuff, Well, then C, is it your own personal pride getting in the way? And if your pride is getting in the way, then that's an issue that you're going to have to deal with on your own. I can't fix it for you. But what I would encourage you to do is remember, it's 2020. And if it's one thing I encourage people to do, don't play the game today. You play the game 2 and 3 years ahead. That's how I stay ahead of the trends, as I'm always forward thinking of where the business is going, what I need to do to prepare for that. So I always remain at the forefront. And I would encourage you to do the same. You were in 2020. Play the game like you're in 2022. Play the game like you're in 2023. If you are stuck in 1955 where you have to control your woman, or you don't think that she should be venturing out on her own as an entrepreneur, that's an issue. Those are battles you're going to have to fight on your own. If you're jealous because your wife, if she wants to engage in the one-on-one coaching and you're jealous because she's emailing me, then that is a whole different animal within itself that you got to deal with. I can trust you. There's no need for jealousy there, brother. Our correspondence will be predominantly via email, so don't worry that someone's trying to hit on your wife, your fiance, your girlfriend. I throw that out there. I know some of you watching this might think I'm crazy, but I throw that out there because, yes, trust me, I've had issues with that before, where someone thinks like, okay, his wife, his fiance, his girlfriend is emailing me, and are we having some type of an online relationship? Be cool, bro. Be cool. Relax the cyber muscles. The fat man is happily married. He's too busy anyways to be doing any of that nonsense, so don't worry about it. Even though I'm laid back, have a laid back, jovial demeanor, be cool. Business is business. Business comes first. So, again, speaking to you as a man, I like to think we could have a man-to-man conversation here and be realistic. I would encourage you, if your wife, your fiance, your girlfriend, if she is serious about moving forward and starting a business, if it's something that I'm involved in, she wants to be involved in, hey, I would encourage you. Support her, join with her. Again, the last thing you want to do is invest into a business where realistically there's a two-headed snake. The wife wants to go right, the husband wants to go left, because then it gets ugly for everybody, and there's no win-win situation in that. All it's going to do is lead to stress for the husband, for the wife. It puts me in an awkward situation, and I don't want to be in the situation where I'm a marriage counselor. So my hope is that if there is any type of a jealousy issue, you can identify and resolve those issues on your own, and that both of you, Sharon and Sharon's hubby, and I'm picking on you guys because you sent me this awesome email, and again, Sharon, you are far, far from the first person to ever contact me regarding an issue like this. And again, it's not always the guy that's jealous or has the problem or is the pessimist. Sometimes it's the woman too. But I can pick on men because obviously I can relate to them. So curb your ego, hubby. If you love your wife, if you believe that, if you're convinced there's real viable opportunity here, then I would encourage you to support your wife and move forward with her. If you're not both on the same page, man, it's going to be brutal for either of you guys to move forward. I'm just telling you right now, it will be brutal. I've been in situations before when I start working with people and I realize, man, I'm like, what am I, a part-time marriage counselor here? And I hope that's not going to be the case with you guys. So, Mr. Hubby, Sharon's husband, who I don't know your name, as blatantly honest as I could be, do everything you can to support your wife in moving forward, because I welcome the opportunity to work with both of you. Hopefully your ego isn't damaged by this message and you don't resent it, or you don't want to blow up those cyber muscles and come beat me up or anything like that. The fat man makes love, not war. But hopefully you guys can iron out these issues. If you're serious about moving forward, definitely reach out to us. I definitely welcome the opportunity to work with you. But again, I hope to work with you guys together as a combined unit moving in the same direction versus being split and now we're fighting in two different directions because you guys are operating more like a two-headed snake versus a unified force. So, Sharon, I hope this I hope this video helps without agitating you, Mr. Hubby. Be cool, make love, not war, support each other, be on the same page, because when you do, I'll see you at the top.